Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, July 1, 2022. Government is establishing a fisheries production incentive program to finance the development of new and underutilized fisheries and aquaculture resources in local fishing communities. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries will begin the program in two community groups, one in Green Island, Hanover, and the other in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. It will eventually be extended island-wide. State Minister Franklin Witter says the initiative is aimed at broadening opportunities in the fisheries sector.
These communities will receive support to develop and expand oyster farming in their respective communities. The production incentive program and other projects, such as the ongoing World Bank-funded pilot project for climate resilience, will also support alternative livelihoods in sea mass production and the fishing offshore for larger pelagic fishes such as tunas.
Mr. Witter was speaking at an International Fishermen's Day conference held earlier this week at the Wembley Centre of Excellence in Hayes, Clarendon. The annual observance, which was first celebrated in Jamaica in 1999, presents an opportunity to recognize and integrate the efforts of fishermen in countries across the world. Meanwhile, 35 young fishers across the island are to benefit from a Training in Safety at Sea initiative. It's being organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries through the Caribbean Maritime University. State Minister Franklin Witter says this activity is part of a drive to improve occupational health and safety in the fisheries sector.
Beneficiaries will be trained in navigation, small boat handling, and will receive life jacket, GPS compass, and certification at the end of the training.
Mr. Witter was speaking at an International Fishermen's Day conference on Wednesday, where special focus was placed on young fishers aged 18 to 30 years old. He revealed that an additional 12 young fishers will benefit from training in safe scuba diving practices through the University of the West Indies.
The beneficiaries will be trained at PADI open waters and will receive dive watch and certification at the end of the training.
He adds that workers in this sector will be assisted in the transition from informality to formality through a training of the trainers program for small businesses, occupational safety and health officials, and fish farmers. This will be done in collaboration with the Heart NSTA Trust and the International Labour Organization, ILO. In other news, government is now better positioned to provide targeted support for residents in vulnerable communities as part of its crime prevention strategy. This follows the release of a needs assessment for case management and psychosocial services report under the Citizen Security Plan (CSP). The report was launched at the Office of the Commissioner of Police on Wednesday. The needs assessment focused on evaluating the psychosocial support and case management needs of children, youth, and victims of gender-based violence who will benefit from the main interventions of the CSP. It covered the zones of special operations, ZOSOs, in Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. James, and was conducted through support from the European Union. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the assessment shows that those in need of intervention represent 1/3 of the combined population of the Kingston metropolitan area and St. James. 14,000 children and adolescents require case management support, while more than 1,200 need attention from medical professionals such as psychologists and psychiatrists.
The needs assessment is highlighting the areas that require additional work and where our coordinate efforts need to be strengthened. Of note, the report highlights that case management and psychosocial services must be provided alongside education, training, other programs that will be most effective among the high-risk beneficiaries.
Dr. Chang says the Ministry of National Security will continue its collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Youth to provide joint interventions. 150 guidance counselors from various primary and secondary schools in Kingston and St. Andrew have been trained in underage gambling prevention. The training, which was conducted over 3 days between June 27 and July 1, was made possible through a Memorandum of Understanding signed between the Ministry of Education and Rise Life Management Services. It used a lesson plan created by Rise Life in collaboration with the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission, BGLC. Senior Education Officer in the Ministry's Guidance Counseling Unit in Region 1, Tamika McCreath, says that at the end of the training, the guidance counselors will leave with a 6-week lesson plan for underage gambling prevention to be implemented in the various schools. Under the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act, minors are not permitted to participate in gambling activities. Anyone who is found guilty of allowing such action could be fined a maximum of $1 million. And finally, Minister of Education and Youth, Favor Williams, is urging students to take full advantage of the National Summer School Program, which gets underway next Monday, July 4. The 4-week program, which ends on July 28, is free of cost to students from all grades at the primary and secondary levels. The minister, who was speaking at a graduation on Wednesday, says it's one of several initiatives to address the gaps in learning caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. National Literacy Coordinator Dr. Andre Hill says the lessons will be delivered using 2 modalities, online and face-to-face. He says the teachers or administrators are required to use the performance data to recommend students for either modality. For the online sessions, students will have on-demand access to the platform and content for the entire summer period. The National Literacy Coordinator says logistics for face-to-face instruction will be worked out at the regional and school levels. Online service providers who have been approved for the delivery of the summer school program are Learning Hub Online, EduFocal Limited, and One-on-One Educational Services Limited. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.